season of catastrophic falls.
That hurt.
We'll hear from your favorite contestants.
Croissant.
Call me.
And show you some ridiculous, never-before-seen antics. All from beautiful Venice Beach, California. Join us as we honor our first season with a countdown. It's Wipeout's 25 most memorable moments. Welcome, everybody. I'm John Anderson, and joining me, as always, the Gilligan to my Skipper, the Ernie to my Bert, it's John Henson.
Thank you, John. We have moved the party down here to Venice Beach while a brand new, bigger and better obstacle course is being built for next season.
How about that, huh? Also here with us, the third member of our Wipeout team. You know her, you love her. It's Jill Wagner.
Say hi, Jill.
Guys, it's great to be here. I can't believe the summer season has ended.
I know, sadly it has, Jill, but the great news is we're here to take a look back at the 25 most memorable moments of the first Wipeout season.
Right you are, Johnny. And your favorite contestants are going to be here as well, people. We'll be catching up with them throughout the show.
We'll also be showing you some amazing, never-before-seen moments, including footage of some of us running the course.
You ready to get the countdown started? This next contestant made a connection with the big balls that will forever stay in our minds.
Let's take a look at Chris Lakawa and memorable moment number 25. Working his way up to the big balls, 23-year-old Chris Lakawa. Chris said he'd like to use his winnings to pay for law school.
Oh! That's a first. And we should see that again, don't you think?
Yeah, John, a lot of people have different strategies on the big balls. There's on the big balls, off the big balls. This is the first time we've ever seen somebody try to go through the big balls. I don't even know if that counts as a wipeout, but I like it.
I love that guy. All right, our next moment comes from one of our most memorable contestants.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, moment number 24, Heather Lawrence, officially our worst contestant ever.
Back at the top of our course, we have the extremely flexible Heather Lawrence. She looks confident and ready to attack.
Here she is giving Jill her strategy.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Well, I'm gonna watch her and have fun doing it.
She's on the course now and a force to be reckoned with, John.
Wait a second. Are you watching what I'm watching?
Sorry, I guess I'm just buying into the hype, John.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Yeah, this really isn't the competitive spirit I thought I'd see here.
Wait a second. What is this, John?
She's just kind of easing herself into the mud. We have not seen this before, ever.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Oh, boo.
Heather continuing with the none is more approach.
I'm gonna win Wipeout and have fun doing it.
Heather, it's no fun for anyone if you don't even try the stunts.
I feel like an idiot.
Don't say that. You're not an idiot. You're lazy. There's a difference.
Now what's she doing?
I quit!
Don't think of it as quitting, Heather. Think of it as winning the award for the worst contestant in Wipeout history.
All right, next up is a contestant who is a true triple threat, Johnny. He sang, he danced, he conquered the Wipeout zone.
John, he is this generation's Sinatra.
Well, he certainly did it his way with an unforgettable performance.
This skateboarder took the 50 grand and then skated into America's hearts with a little ditty that has become Wipeout's unofficial theme song.
Moment number 23, the Wakefield.
Whoa!
He skated through the qualifier with ease, took home a cool $1,000 by doing the best of all the contestants on the sweeper, and dominated the Dreadmill.
Heading into the Wipeout zone, Wakefield looked like the man to beat, even if his strategy wasn't the best.
What's your strategy for going through this?
I'm just gonna try not to poo in my wetsuit.
Okay.
Exactly. Jim powered through the Wipeout zone despite some trouble on the spinner and the launch pads.
But it was his performance at the finish line that was the perfect capper to a spectacular day.
It was the moment that made him memorable. Jim Wakefield's victory song and dance.
Wipeout, you're my favorite show. Wipeout, why?
Now, as a part of our summer Wipeout concert series, here to perform his hit single Wipeout off his album Big Balls Be Buggin', Mr. Jim Wakefield.
Let's have it.
Wipeout, you're my favorite show. Wipeout, you're also the safest show on TV. Wipeout, night owl, you're my little baby.
I have to ask, Jim, you've become famous for a little dance on the show that we like to call the Wakefield. John attempted it once.
I've been banned.
Hurt his sciatic nerve. Give us a little example of the Wakefield for the people. The little.
Can you do that? Nice.
All right, thank you very much, Jim Wakefield, everyone. Man won $50,000, doesn't own a shirt. All right, our next moment comes from a nursing student who had, how shall I say,
However you'd like.
a tremendous ball-side manner.
Let's go to moment number 22. Stat! Enjoy Kamisha Thomas and her big ball checkup.
Our nursing student now preparing to examine the big balls.
So scared to do these balls.
Why is she going so slowly? Well, it's a very delicate procedure, John. Okay, she really is taking her time here. This is a thorough examination.
Guys, what are we supposed to do? She won't move.
Well, if the objective is to stay on the ball as long as possible, I believe we found our winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, really too bad that technique didn't work out for her, Johnny. Now, let's get to our first never-before-seen moment of this broadcast.
We gave the parking lot security guard from Jimmy Kimmel Live, Guillermo, a chance at our Wipeout zone. Here's how it all went down. Take a look. Guillermo started as usual on the killer surf.
This is the part of killer surf you don't usually see. All those flights of stairs to the top.
Yeah, John, unfortunately for Guillermo, that gives you a lot of time to contemplate whether or not you really want to do this.
A couple more steps, buddy. We got to stunt something. How about we just have a look over the edge? I'll hold on to your life vest.
No, I don't want to do this, honest. I'm scared. This is not an American dream.
I don't know what he's so nervous about. He's wearing water wings.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, just, yeah.
Wait a minute, did he just... no. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
I'm afraid like my heart touch, it might stop and...
No, I don't think anybody's heart's ever stopped in the Wipeout zone.
Well, not yet, but let the man finish.
I'm afraid. When it comes to this, and the dentist, I'm a chicken, honest. I admit it, I'm a chicken. I don't want to do this.
Eventually, with a little help from our stuntman, he decided to give it a shot.
Gives the thumbs up, and he's off down our foam-covered ramp. Launching, and look at that huge splash.
John, I think if his heart did stop, the cold water shocked it back to life.
Well, then it was on to the barrel run, where Guillermo didn't really run, and he clearly forgot about the barrels.
Oh, yeah, this is a technique we have not yet seen on the barrel run. It's called cowering in fear. Oh. Oh.
In the end, it was all just too much.
I quit.
And Guillermo quit.
I quit.
Yeah, I know, you already said that. Jill, what's up next?
Thanks, guys. Now, we've got some never-before-seen footage of how you guys spend your downtime when you're not in the booth. Now, I never realized what fast friends you two have become. Let's take a look.
Everybody gather round, 'cause here we go. Running hand in hand, 'cause we got so much to show. We're together, it's forever till the end. Everybody's happy and there's time to spend, 'cause we're great friends. You know we are great friends. Yes, we are.
have.
Great friends.
I'm not embarrassed to say it. I had a wonderful time.
The feeling, Johnny, you know, it's mutual. I mean, you were like the brother I never had.
Thank you.
Even though I have 2 brothers. Now, we move on to our next moment. It's Mr. Excitement, Isaac Alvarez. He gave us one of our most revealing moments of the summer. It was a borderline indecent moment of the summer.
I agree. He lost his balance, he lost his forward motion, and what he lost next made even the big balls blush.
Courtesy of Isaac Alvarez, here is moment number 21.
Now at the top of the course, we have Isaac Alvarez. Isaac says he's a fantastic basketball player, even though he's only 5'7".
Guys really got to know how to jump.
Wow, look at that. Mad hops, huh?
Oh, this is hard, huh? You guys weren't kidding about the mud.
Yeah, he's wearing the new ground Jordans, John, guaranteed to shave a foot off your vertical.
So that strategy didn't work so well. Maybe he's got something new for the final 3.
Well, you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, do the exact same thing again.
Hey, shoot! That's it. I'm gonna lose the pants.
Mr. Excitement trying to get that 50 grand $1 at a time.
Oh, there's a lot of pretty sight.
Let's give the man some privacy.
Well, John, you know, there have been many great obstacles this summer, but I know one is especially near and dear to your heart.
Well, we have had some good times on the sweeper all year, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the spikes of doom? Oh, I love those.
Yeah, that was a toothbrush.
Whatever. I just want to take a look at moment number 20, Kyle Adler and Jiren Joshu squaring off on the sweep.
Ah! Cleared that! You ready? You ready? I was born ready.
And it all comes down to Jiren and Kyle.
I just want you to know I went to the Olympics for jumping over giant toothbrushes.
They're not toothbrushes, Kyle. They're spikes of doom.
Toothbrushes.
I'm trying to have a good time here. Do you mind?
Ah! I ain't even breathing hard. Ah! Ah! Uh-oh, that was cute. You practice that? Getting tired? Getting tired? Oh, taking candy from a baby. Oh, that's starting to hurt. You done? You should just jump off.
Oh, and Jiren goes. No, wait. He's pulling himself back up, but he needs to hurry before the sweeper comes back around. He's up and he's back down.
That was amazing. Take a look at this. Jiren, arms and legs akimbo, unable to right himself despite that winning body language of his.
You'd be happy with an hour of sweeper, wouldn't you?
Delighted.
I'm telling you what. Well, our next moment, well, it's not just one moment. It's a collection of many moments provided by one of our favorite Wipeout contestants.
Yeah, North Carolina native Travis Mitchell ran a 4.3 in high school, but...
Not supposed to tell anybody that.
Oh, that's right. It's a big secret. He also ran his mouth even faster, earning him the nickname Mouth of the South.
He had Carolina and winning the 50 grand on his mind.
Sit back and enjoy moment number 19, Travis Mitchell.
Travis started his mouth moving before he even got on the course.
Okay, so you will tell me right now you're not getting in the water.
No. But the big balls called his bluff. On the sweeper, he really turned up the volume.
That dude right there is just too big. You too big. Hey, I thought white men can't jump. Whoa! That's how we do.
And from the safety of the sidelines on the dizzy dummy, Travis really enjoyed just being a spectator.
I'm glad I ain't got to go through this.
And in the end, he found that some moments require no words at all.
Oh!
You know, John, people are always stopping me on the street and asking me questions about the show. Well, I thought that I would turn the tables and ask some fans a few questions. Take a look. What is your favorite obstacle on Wipeout?
Dizzy dummy, the punching wall.
The sweeper.
The sweeper,
Oh, yeah.
that thing.
I like the one where you're jumping across the balls.
The big balls.
The big balls.
Who is your favorite host of Wipeout?
Probably Jill.
Jill Wagner. Yeah. That's a good response. Who's your favorite host of Wipeout?
I'm gonna say John Anderson.
Okay.
Sorry.
Who would you most like to see get nailed by the sucker punch wall?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bill Clinton.
President Bush.
Paris Hilton. My boss. My brother.
My son, Jonathan.
You.
Who is your favorite host on Wipeout?
I would have to say Jill.
Jill Wagner.
Jill? Oh, definitely Jill.
How about your favorite host named John?
John Anderson.
John Anderson.
The handsome one.
Okay. If you were to win Wipeout, what would you do with the 50 grand?
Shopping.
I'm gonna buy a racetrack with a horse.
So basically you want to get into legalized gambling?
Yeah.
Shopping on Rodeo Drive.
Like an off-track thing?
Yeah.
I pay my car off. I pay my student loans off.
Maybe open up a Keno franchise or some other kind of bookmaking venture?
Yeah.
Buy me an anaconda.
Buy you an anaconda.
I'd buy a bus and pick up all my squatter friends and go traveling.
Nice, man. Shoot for the stars, right? Totally. Tell me, who is your favorite host on Wipeout, and what is it about me that you like so much?
Well, it'd have to be John Anderson.
John Anderson.
John Anderson.
Why do you like John Anderson?
I don't know, he's cute, you know what?
Yeah, no, he's really cute and he's funny. He's wonderful, Katie.
Yeah.
I think we're done here. It's unbelievable. John, you could say our next moment was absurd.
And you're gonna, aren't you?
I am indeed. Boxer Sam Mohan had a rock-hard stomach that could take a punch. She was like Mike Tyson, only without the ear biting and the face tattoo.
Well, then let's go down to ringside for heavyweight moment number 18, Sam Mohan versus the sucker punch.
Sam, now you're a professional boxer, and we have something called the sucker punch.
I saw that, and though I don't get hit in the face that often because I am that good, yeah, I've definitely taken hits to the face, so it's gonna be no problem.
Weighing in at 140 pounds, Sam Not Lindsay Mohan. And in the blue paint, weighing in at 1 1/2 tons, the sucker punch wall.
Johnny, can you give me a rundown of the tail of the tape, please?
Absolutely. It appears a sucker punch wall has the advantage in weight, height, and number of arms. All right, you two, let's get it on.
At least we got a fair fight. I think Don King has already booked a rematch here.
Sam and the wall feeling each other out. Ow! Sucker punch thrown right. Two rights, another right.
They're all rights, John. It only has a right. Oh, and the sucker punch connects with a jab to the head. Can she go the distance? It's over.
Victory has been claimed, John, and its name is Sam the Champ Mohan.
Hey, here to introduce our next moment is the star of it.
Are you talking about the big balls?
No! Let's give a warm Venice Beach welcome to Carla Guy.
Carla Guy!
Hi.
Hi, Carla.
How you doing?
So, I gotta ask you, have friends and family been talking to you about your appearance? What are you hearing?
Yes, it's so cool. I mean, I'm a celebrity back home, and I mean, people stop me on the street and they're like, "Oh my God, you're the reason I watched that show," and I'm like, "Cool."
See, I knew that because John's not the reason they watch the show, even though he says that a lot.
Wait a minute
Now, could you do us a favor then and introduce our next memorable moment?
Let's go, 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 go for moment number 17.
Next up are the big balls.
The what, John?
The big balls. All she has to do is cross the bridge of bouncy balls. Oh, man, we have to see that one again.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, it wasn't.
Remember, America, we told you that 2 out of 3 of us had actually done some of the Wipeout obstacles. Well, guess what? First one, no surprise, of course. It's the very brave Jill Wagner. Jill, you want to tell us about that?
Well, guys, when someone challenges me, you know, I just got to do it. And that is why I couldn't help but take Nick Lewis up on his wager in the Wipeout zone.
Right, now tell me about the launch pads, the little trampolines.
Well, I don't buy that you can jump from one to another, and maybe I'll watch some other people.
I've done it before.
I'll give you $10, Jill. Go do it right now on the spot.
Okay, first one. The next one. And done.
See, no problem, all you Wipeout contestants. So, man up. Back to you guys.
All right, very impressive, Jill. Thank you very much.
Our next moment, story as old as time itself.
Yeah, talking wrecking ball meets girl, talking wrecking ball falls in love with girl, talking wrecking ball sweeps girl off her feet. I love the classics, John.
Oh, I know you do. The girl in our Wipeout love story was Jessica Bertoni. Her suitor would not take no or running for her life as an answer.
Number 16, the wrecking ball romance.
Who's this?
Well, this is 25-year-old animal lover Jessica Bertoni.
I'm in love.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm gonna get a closer look at you.
Mr. Wrecking Ball, please.
Let's get married.
This is upsetting. Well, Wrecking Ball obviously in love with Jessica Bertoni, who is... Stop.
How about a kiss on the cheek?
The softest kiss the Wrecking Ball can give may not be soft enough for animal lover Jessica Bertoni. We'll have to see.
Come here, baby.
Jessica running well, passing the 30-second mark, doing well so far.
Oh, boy. This isn't even the hard part yet.
I know. Meeting each other's family will be the hard part.
Oh, my goodness.
You hang in there.
Animal lover Jessica Bertoni, the beauty, trying not to kiss the beast.
Sorry, honey, it's my job.
Not good.
Don't take it personally. You always hurt the one you love.
No, she is finished at 1:23.
That was hard from the beginning. My legs are out of shape.
It's okay, Jessica. I'm out of shape, too.
And right now in our audience with Jill Wagner is Jessica Bertoni.
Thanks, guys. Hi, Jessica. Welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
So, are you and the wreck still together?
Happier than ever.
All right, thanks. Back to you guys.
Well, our new obstacle course is being built. We're here at Venice Beach in sunny California.
Yeah, and I think the big balls like it here, John.
They do indeed, but don't get too attached to the ocean view, boys. You're going right back to work next season.
True dat indeed. Now back to the countdown.
That's right. Contestants of all shapes and sizes have attacked our qualifier, which brings us to moment number 15.
Over at the Leap of Faith now, we find an exhausted Paul Martin. Paul weighs 105 pounds dripping wet. And as you can see, the rope is actually thicker than he is. One good swing, and he will be over. He'll be right where he was, actually. With only the top 16 times advancing, Paul needs to dig deeper here. He's lost valuable time. He's also lost his shoe. Let's go back and see where he lost it. Well, it's not there. Or there. There it is. So I'm guessing Paul lost the shoe somewhere in here. Right. Shoe, rest in peace.
John, time and time again this season, we have witnessed the competitive drive and spirit inside so many of our contestants. Our course, too, it's had its share of nail biters and photo finishes.
And so we bring you moment number 14, our closest finish, courtesy of the Dreadmill.
The Dreadmill was a treadmill that hummed along at 15 miles an hour.
Contestants had to navigate their way through a series of 3 doors to reach a final platform, all while being assaulted by ferocious, man-eating tennis balls.
If they fell, well, they ended up there in that pit of flour and toxic waste and had to start again.
Yes!
Contestant David Gorel was on the bubble, posting a less than stellar time of 4 minutes, 36 seconds.
And right on his heels was this man, breakdancing Ingle Katending.
It was a battle for the last spot in the wipeout zone.
And it was a nail-biter.
It is our memorable moment, number 14. Now Ingle, set to go, looking to advance to the wipeout zone at Gorel's expense.
Good strategy.
Wow, Ingle took a blast to the behind and slowed the treadmill down. I really hope that pays off for him.
It looks like Ingle's strategy's paying off. He's really cruising now.
Wow, he's doing really well.
Ingle Katending, well on his way to the wipeout zone, just 5 feet away from... Oh! Ingle has fallen off. Now that's got to take so much out of him, both physically and certainly in terms of the clock.
Here he goes.
Engel now steps away from his shot at $50,000. The seconds ticking away, closing the distance. Can he beat the clock? Can he do it? Oh, no. Misses by less than 1/10 of a second. An unbelievable turn of events. Let's go down now to Jill. She has David.
David?
Yeah.
You are moving on to the wipeout zone. You have beat Engel by milliseconds.
I told myself I wouldn't cry. That guy showed a lot of heart, and he didn't give up.
David got a little choked up there, huh? Looks like he was touched by an Engel.
And ladies and gentlemen, right here in our Venice Beach audience, Mr. David Goro, who's down with Jill.
David, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
Okay, now walk me through that memorable moment.
Until you're up there doing it, you just have no idea how mentally and physically draining it is. I had fallen into the pit twice, and I was ready to quit, and just something inside of me just would not let it go. I had come that far. I couldn't walk away.
Now, remind me of that battle cry that you were really famous for now, by the way.
Come on now, give me some!
Hey, great job. Back to you guys.
All right, up next is more never-before-seen Wipeout footage. Now, everyone knows how much we love Jill Wagner.
Love Jill Wagner.
Absolutely. You could not find a better sideline reporter, truly. But there was one week when someone sneaked past our security guards and decided to give Jill a run for her money. Jill?
Yeah, that's right, guys. Here is the never-before-seen footage of that fierce competition.
In one corner, we have Jill Wagner. In the other corner, a squirrel.
All the rodents in the house say, yo.
What?
Ah, yes, that is right, Jill. Hear me, fear me, and don't come near me. I have not had my shots.
And up on the course, an insane 63-year-old ex-gymnast with a penchant for bird costumes. First up, Jill.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm down here with Brent. Now, what brought you here today?
Well, what do you think? My wings.
Okay.
Now her opponent, the squirrel.
You weirdo. What is up with your costume?
I'm having a little bit of trouble with my beak. It's not easy keeping it up at my age.
This guy is nuts. Trust me, I know what I am talking about.
Now let's see how they do on the course. Again, here's Jill.
And he's on to the tumble tubes.
That man is rolling faster than an acorn down the drain pipe. I shoot, I score. Save it for the course, Jill. Look, he is on to the big balls. I cannot watch, but yet I have to watch.
That was a fun one.
I agree. Wait, did you just take a point away?
Beautiful dismount.
What, are you blind? He looked like a flying burrito.
Oh, that was great. That was outstanding. It really was.
That was so lame, I must look away.
You know, Johnny, you could hear our next moment coming from a mile away.
Shane the Siren Johnson was not only one of our more vocal contestants, she also exhibited an interesting learning curve.
Yeah, and by interesting, we mean none.
None. Just steps away from the wipeout zone and the $50,000. Shane Johnson stars in our next moment. Take a look. It was on the dizzy dummy with only one spot left to advance in the wipeout zone when Shane the Siren Johnson leapt out to the lead on the tippy tables.
We have a winner, and I think our winner is not Shane.
Back to the start for Shane, where she broke out from the pack yet again. It was hers to lose, and even her fellow competitors were giving her advice.
Wait for it! Wait for it!
But Shane managed again to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
You gotta wait!
Oh, wow.
And that missed opportunity was the end of Shane's day on Wipeout. Now, our next moment featured former Miss Olympia Iris Kyle.
Iris had the strength of 10 men, John.
Iris definitely seemed pumped up to tackle our qualifier.
Man, you can say that again, man. Let's take a look at moment number 12.
Our next contestant is Iris Kyle. I hear this guy is good. Iris. Now, she's the current Miss Olympia, Not only that, she holds 7 other bodybuilding titles. He does. She can take you out.
I have the ideal physique. I'm coming to win. I'm not coming home to take home any other number but first place. There's no one out there that can beat me.
And clearly, she is a force. Let's see how he does.
Crazy, oh my God.
She's looking surprisingly light on her feet here.
He certainly is.
Don't make her angry, John. You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Now she's coming up in the big ball. She's not stopping. She's going balls out.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Take a look at that again. Cannonball. Now all she has left to do is run across that ramp, swing to the platform. Oh, almost. Yeah, if she had some muscles, maybe she'd have been able to work that out.
You know, he really wasted a lot of time there.
And you really need to work on your pronouns.
Yeah, Wipeout. Ah, it's crazy.
2 minutes, 49 seconds. Now, I don't know if that time is good enough to advance, but if she doesn't, you have to tell her.
That was hell.
Wow. Iris completely manhandled the course.
She did indeed. Our next moment comes courtesy of one of our favorite contestants.
In week 1, Jessie Duran proved that blondes do indeed have more fun.
Our go-go dancer would not stop until she reached the wipeout zone.
Take a look at the many moments that make up number 11, Jessie Duran and her stellar day here on Wipeout.
Jessie quickly and easily stole our hearts.
So I'm here with Jessie Duran. She's 20 years old now. Jessie, what do you do?
I'm a go-go dancer and I go to school.
You're a go-go dancer. Can you show me some moves?
Basically, I just move my hips like this.
Whoa! All America is watching. What do you want to say to the men out there?
Call me. I'm available.
The qualifier tested Jessie's strength, endurance, and her waterproof makeup, as well as the quality of her manicure.
She lost her nail. Can we find her nail?
Okay, for real.
She trash-talked on the sweeper.
Two of you suckers better fall, man.
She made friends on the dizzy dummy.
Jessie, tell me what's going through your head.
And then she confused us all.
I wish I was going to freaking shot, man.
When she made it to the wipeout zone, no one was more surprised than Jessie herself.
I thought I was going home after the first round, so it's good to be here.
In the end, the wipeout zone got the best of her, but at least she looked good doing it. And really, that's the important thing.
Here to teach John some new moves. Who am I kidding? Here to teach John any moves, Jessie Duran. Jessie Duran! How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
How are things? You getting calls on the phones, the finger phone still?
Line doesn't stop ringing.
I bet. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but before I was a famous television host, I was an amateur go-go dancer.
You were?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Come on.
Why don't we do it at the same time? I don't have the belly button ring, but we'll give it a shot. You
We
ready?
need to get one of those.
All right.
All right.
I'm just going to stay away from
All
that.
right. I think I'm doing the Wakefield.
You are? Yeah, I think it's a good thing we might have to go. Actually, you stay, you go, and that would be terrific.
We can both go.
Thank you very much, Jessie Duran, folks.
Guys, that's the one. You know, Johnny, now anytime a person makes it through to the wipeout zone, as Jessie did, chances are they've taken a pretty solid beating to get there.
True, but what happened to this next contestant in the wipeout zone, I gotta be honest, I think his ears are still ringing to this day.
Jill, take us to our next moment.
Okay, thanks, guys. I will never forget this next moment. Leading off our top 10 moments, John Curtis and the shot heard round the world.
Okay, come on. Where's the best place? Where's the best place? There it is.
Looks like he's calling his shot here. The Babe Ruth of the wipeout zone, if you will.
That has got to be the hardest fall we've seen on the spinner. Wow. John Curtis now having a difficult time battling that foam while Curtis makes his way back. Let's take another look at that spinner fall in real time.
Up next, Next, we have a dizzy dummy moment.
Oh, you know me, I love some dizzy dummy.
Everyone does, Johnny, so long as they're not on it. Now, usually the dummy is nausea-inducing in its own right. But there was the one day we did something to give it just a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah, I remember the day. We gave them a very special lunch. Take a look.
Had all this Mexican food.
Tacos.
Taquitos.
Burritos.
Sour cream.
I had a nice taco.
With a cup of concentrated Kool-Aid.
We're gonna be looking for all of that on the dizzy dummy. Back to you guys.
All right, the contestants are strapped in to the dizzy dummy.
Or, as it's known in Spanish, El Carrusel del Estúpido.
And here we go.
Welcome to the dizzy dummy.
Here we see Chinese acrobat David using a technique from peeking to avoid puking.
I think they're feeling that lunch come up.
Jill, that might explain the silence. My guess is they're trying to keep down the...
Burritos.
And the...
Sour cream.
And, of course, the...
Nice taco.
And the dummies with full tummies are off. Dave in the lead praying he can see straight. The rest of the group hobbling dizzily behind, except for Jacob. David's first on the slippery snakes using the Yin Ping Zheng ancient technique of slippery snake.
But here come the rest.
Casey trying to catch him some nerd. Here comes crunch time. Yeah, that's not going to end well. Up at the top of the course, Dave looks like he's got it. The Chinese acrobat becomes the first to move on to the wipeout zone.
Guys, he's got it. Really, he's got it.
Bit of a pile up there on the slippery snakes.
Back at the beginning, Jacob is trying to prevent his own kind of pile up.
I quit.
Hold on, what's going on?
Very bad motion sickness, and I feel like if you don't move, you're gonna get some nice taco on you.
Oh.
Jill, he's not kidding. You better move.
All right, back to you guys.
Jacob Mann with some nice tacos.
Stay with us, America. The 8 most memorable moments of the season still to come.
And more things you have never seen before, including one of us running the entire qualifier as Wipeout season finale countdown continues.
Johnny, you like the Jungle Cats. Remember when those Cougars attacked the course?
Are you kidding me? That dynamic duo certainly left their marks, claw marks, all over our course. And our moment number 8.
So, Maria, I hear you have a boyfriend.
I do.
And how young is he?
He's 20 years younger.
How old are you?
I'm 51 and proud of it. Yay! I'm here to show that we middle-aged women, we could be cougars, we could be hot, and we could be tough.
That's what I'm talking about, John. I got a good feeling about this lady. But I've been wrong before.
Let's see if Maria can do any better on the sucker punch wall.
Wow, this cougar dove into that mud like Ashton Kutcher was in it.
This just in, we have yet another cougar on the qualifier.
Take it, lick it, boy.
Actually, I think that's some sort of a leopard.
Either way, Gayla Johnson's about to play with everyone's favorite cat toys, the big balls. Oh!
Watch out, John. She's a man-eater. She'll chew you up. John, do you hear that? I hear something that sounds like growling. Jill, what's going on down there?
That's right, guys. I'm down here with our Cougars. Please welcome Gayla Johnson and Maria Castro. Okay, guys, how's Cougar life?
Remember my younger boyfriend?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
You need a new one, right?
I need a new one, and you know what? Guys, I'm on the prowl.
All right, you heard that. Back to you guys.
Our next moment pays homage to the lifeblood of Wipeout, mud. Glorious mud.
Yeah, contestants wallow in it, they wear it, and all too often they eat it.
But this next contestant had a very intimate relationship with our mud. Take a look at Tamara Pickering. Here's memorable moment number 7.
Now at the start, Tamara Pickering. Go, Tamara. It's your birthday.
I'm ready to just take this competition over. I'm tearing it up. Look for me, people. $50,000, and I'm not giving it to charity.
Better luck next time, Meals on Wheels.
Tamara's a business owner from California,
But if she wants that $50,000, she's going to have to move a little faster than that.
Does Tamara realize she's facing the wrong way?
Does it matter?
Tamara there, still in the mud.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Tamara's gonna get out of there, John.
Earlier we saw Jill run the launch pads in the wipeout zone, but one of us ran the entire qualifier. Who out here thinks it was me?
Okay, and who thinks it was me, John Henson, super athlete? Well, you're all wrong. It was me. I did it. Yes, I ran the course, and I wore a helmet cam so you at home could see just what it's like to face the Wipeout qualifier. So here is never before seen footage of the qualifier as seen through my eyes. Check me out. I'm at the top of the course. I'm going to give a shout out to my homies. What up, homies? And we're starting. I'm running as fast as I can. I'm going to jump like a gazelle. Check that out. Stuck my landing like a little Yugoslavian gymnast. Now on to the doom shrooms. No problem. Oh, check it out there. Just fell for a second. Wanted to show you how it feels to fall. Don't normally do that with my skill and agility. I'll get back up now. Complete this part of the course. 1, 2, back up on the sucker punch wall. That should be no problem. Punching wall on my butt, this is more like a giant curly slappy punch. That hurt a lot, but I'm not going to care about it. Not at all, because I'm John Henson. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Starting to wipe the smile off my face, but look at the size of my arm. I am ripped, yet still very flexible. All right, got me right there, but you know you can't hit the Henson if you... Can't hit the Henson if you try. Ooh, that would hurt a normal man, but all right, that actually hurt a lot. Even though I was born with a strength of 10 men, I am human. I bleed like anyone else. My arm is awesome, though. Look at that. Okay, I'm not concussed. I think I can keep moving here. I'm gonna go right now. That's right, need to go now. Now, check it out. See that? See that? I am up onto the big balls, ladies and gentlemen. Onto the big balls, onto the first ball, no problem. Ooh, oh, onto the second ball, no problem. Onto the third ball, oh, falling. All right, took on a little water there, but I'm okay. Did that just so you could see what it looks like to be in the water. Now I'm going to use my big, huge, massive arms to swim back to the platform. Look at how fast I am moving, people. I am like an aquatic leopard. Look at my giant arms I have. I am huge. Check out all the crew just standing there in awe. Nobody's ever done it this fast before, you know what? But I make it look easy. Last thing. All right, all I got to do is grab this thing, and I'm going to swing. All you got to do is untie this, and they have tied this pretty well. Got to use my Boy Scout skills here, but that's all right. I spent a lot of years doing competitive macrame. This should be easy. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do here. Might do a gainer. Might just do 18 flips. Check it out. You'll see. Whee! I am 8,000 feet in the air. Okay, I'm all right. I'm going to make it. Now I'm doing a little rare stroke that I taught a friend of mine named Michael Phelps. Maybe you've heard of him. And yay! I win! Oh, man, that was crazy, John Anderson.
That was a nice try, but it was not you.
Well, of course it was me. Didn't you hear me talking the whole time?
Yeah, I also noticed this right here.
Yeah, that's me falling down to show you what it looks like to fall.
But that person has really long hair.
John, that's my disguise. Can't have people swarming all over me when I'm on the course, man. I need to be incognito. So I was dressed as a long-haired eagle.
Well, if you say so. How about now we just go back to the countdown and drop this, huh?
Okay.
One of the more colorful characters we've had this year was William Hill.
Yeah, he and his special skills make up moment number 6. Here it is.
Now, William, you're into martial arts, right?
Yes, I am. Karate. Like that.
Wow, you got your leg up pretty high there.
Yes, and that's without a warm-up, so.
I think he has a rainbow belt from the Bob Fosse dojo.
Channeling Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. Just gonna take a minute.
Guess those big balls aren't part of his karate training.
So here you go, all warmed up and ready to go. It's William Hill. Get up here, William. Can you show us some of your karate moves?
John, it's karate.
Hi, karate. Get into a nice training stance. If you have a nice room, get in a horse stance. Ichi, ni, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm scared to death right now. Once again, only 5 moments remain.
That's right, and this next contestant is one of my favorites. First, she let us know exactly what she needed. Then, she showed us her all on the course. And I do mean her all. Let's check her out one more time. Moment number 5, Margie Stubbs.
Margie, what are you here to do today?
I'm here to take it all, win it all. I need the money. I need the money. I need the money.
All right, money. Margie Stubbs, ready to tear this course up. $50,000 on the line. Oh, well, see, now that's not technically an obstacle there. She's back on her feet, on her way to the first real obstacle. Those are the topple towers. There goes Margie. Well, at least now she's wiping out on actual obstacles. Now she's got to get on that platform and try the other 3 towers.
Oh! John, I think her sense of balance is a little off.
I need to start working out.
Now heading up to the big balls. What do you think's going through Margie's mind right now?
I need the defibrillator. I need the defibrillator. I need the defibrillator.
Here she goes. I think that's worth a second look just to laugh more.
Oh, gosh, that hurt.
You know, John, Margie said to win, she would stop at nothing.
And by nothing, she meant everything.
Margie has to get up and take a crack at that last obstacle, the cookie cutter. Let's see how she handles this one.
Looking a little tired, isn't she, John?
Touch. Margie clearly wanted no part of that cookie cutter. Probably not part of the workout plan. She finishes the course in 10 minutes, 48 seconds. Clearly, this course is not going to be a piece of cake.
All right, right here in our audience is Margie Stubbs. Jill.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with Margie Stubbs. So, Margie, how have you been?
I still need the money. I still need the money. I still need the money.
All right, back to you guys.
It was my favorite moment, my favorite moment, my favorite moment.
Well, I have to be honest, I can't believe we had to wait this long for the next moment. And second of all, I can't believe this sweeper moment is not number 1.
So many great moments, only room for 1 at the top.
But it's totally the best sweeper of the year, John. I mean, we had sacks, crows, the crasher, but this week, we gave people dodgeballs. So with no further ado, moment number 1.
Number 4.
Number 4, whatever. Sweeper dodgeball.
Dodgeballs.
Yes, I love dodgeball, John.
Well, let's see how they handle their balls, Johnny, as we start the sweeper.
This is going to be the best sweeper ever.
I got 2 balls.
John, I don't think the contestants understand sweeper dodgeball. You played in college. Help us out.
Sure. John, at its purest form, the point of sweeper dodgeball is to hit your opponent while they're jumping, causing them to fall into the water. If you throw like my grandma, it's just a waste of a ball. If you throw at someone who's not jumping, it's hilarious, but it's a waste of a ball.
I understand.
And if you throw a ball while you're jumping, well, then you clearly need to see the stick figures again.
All right, people, we are at number 3, and I want to know how many people want to take on our sucker punch wall.
All right, how many people want to play with the big balls? And who wants to take a spin on the dizzy dummy?
Exactly. Smart crowd. Which brings us to Jiren Joshu in the 3rd most memorable moment of our Wipeout season.
Jiren not happy to do this again. No one wants to stand next to him. To make matters worse, the weather is starting to roll in. Jill, what's going on down there?
Hey guys, the cold weather has really set in, and you gotta believe that's gonna affect the contestants.
You know it's cold when the contestant from Alaska is shivering.
Here we go.
5 people still in the game. 3 spots remain. It's time for the pole vault.
It's going really fast.
In fact, the speed has been increased.
That's right, because when you double the dizzy, you double the dump.
Wait, something's brewing with Jiren. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Don't throw up on me! Ooh, I think he's throwing up. Oh.
We have Wipeout history, John. Jiren is the first contestant to ever return his lunch on the dizzy dummy.
I can't look at that.
Nick, preoccupied with the thought that perhaps the dummy might be a metaphor for the cyclical nature of the subprime mortgage market, or just unfazed by vomit.
And Ariel, looking for love in all the wrong places.
And attention law schools, the man in back is applying for admission.
Jill is with Jiren right now.
Jiren, buddy, how you doing?
I gave it every single thing I got and a little bit more.
All right, well, back to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jiren Joshu.
Come on up, man. All right. Now, I got to ask, is it safe to stand next to you, son? You haven't been on any merry-go-rounds or anything.
No, it's good. It's good. You know what? It turns out it actually worked out because I'm the new spokesman for those doggy bags for the airline.
It's better than we're doing.
I'm just living the dream. What do you want me to do?
Tell you what, Jiren, thanks very much.
Hey, thank you.
You know, Johnny, people are always asking me, how do you get on the show?
20-plus years of bumping around in basic cable?
No, I mean, how do you become a contestant on the show, not a host?
Oh, them, yeah. Well, some send in casting tapes, and one of the tapes was more memorable than any of the others. It came courtesy of our oldest contestant, 63-year-old Brent Williams. Check out this never-before-seen footage.
The man can do it on tape. He can do it on Wipeout obstacle courses. He can do it here at Venice Beach. Brent Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, only 2 moments remain.
John, you know what time it is?
Actually, I'm not wearing a watch.
No, you don't need a watch to know what time it is. You just need to ask these guys, what time is it? Oh, yes, it is. Here's memorable moment number 2, Jacob Mann and the big balls.
Now let's go to the top of the course with our next contestant, Jacob Mann.
Jacob, now what is your motto going through the course here today?
I'm laid back at lunchtime and I'm aggressive at crunch time. Let's get it.
All right, this is crunch time, right?
Crunch time.
All right, headed up for the big balls.
Oh, no. That's not funny, Jill. It's hysterical.
Absolutely.
See it again.
Do that again. Now, that's something Jacob will be telling his kids about one day, if he adopts.
It appears Jacob's taking the all-ball qualifier a bit too literally. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Jill is out in the crowd right now with what's left of Jacob Mann. He actually looks great.
Okay, I have to ask you, have you ever done the splits before?
I can't say that I have. It's the first time for everything, and I didn't have a choice in the situation, so it was cool.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, before we get to number 1, John, I have to admit, some of my favorite moments this summer have been your antics in the booth.
Aw, thanks.
I mean, seriously, you're so much fun to hang out with, and you sort of remind me of my 6-year-old son, Colin.
Thank you.
When he was 4.
Thank you very much.
Here's a look back at some of my favorite clips of John Henson in the booth.
John, I gotta be honest, I don't see what the big deal is. I see perfectly fine with the goofy goggles.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go down to Jill Wagner with our first contestant on the Dreadmill goofy goggles.
Firefighter Michael Bertrand, who, if I dare say so myself, has a gloriously mantastic mustache.
I'm just going to ignore you.
Is my tie straight?
Nice. To be honest, I didn't realize you were just kind of a bird lover.
We like to be called ornithologists, John.
Hally-ho!
What are you doing, John?
I'm a weekend warrior.
Hang up the phone.
I'm sorry.
Hang it up.
All right, America, are you ready for the number 1 most memorable moment of our season? Huh? Yeah!
I'll tell you, this moment stood out among all the rest. It was a Wipeout triple play.
That's right. It had everything that a Wipeout needs. A great character, a personal triumph, and of course, a memorable Wipeout.
Memorable Wipeout. It's everyone's favorite Alaskan sweetheart, Ariel Tweedo, and moment number one.
Ariel, where are you from?
I'm from a little village in Alaska called Unalakleet. I graduated with 7 people and we're all related.
7 people?
Yeah.
And you're all related?
Yeah, like the cooks were my aunts and uncles. The policemen are like my cousins and my friends. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never been kissed. I didn't feel like dating my cousins. I don't know, it just wasn't right for me. I'm free, single, living the good life.
Caller.
So, Johnny, you said Ariel was an Alaskan youth Olympian?
Yes.
It says here her event was the seal hop?
Well, didn't help her much on the sucker punch, did it?
Whoa, I think that was it. I think we have just witnessed a seal hop.
Oh.
Whoa is right, Jill.
She's focused again.
Seal hop, Frogger technique, whatever you call it, it's working.
She's looking ahead and another hop.
Unbelievable. She's seal hopping like a pro. Only 1 step left, and she did it.
And she's showing no signs of slowing down.
Where's the pole?
And we might have hit a snag.
Where's the pole?
Anyone here seen a pole?
What pole? Let's see how she does. That was it.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so Ariel, now what happened about this pole?
I was right in front of me.
So you didn't even see the pole?
No, I thought the pole was yellow.
Pole's not yellow, Ariel.
It's a mistake that could have happened to anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know her, you love her, the star of moment number one. Here's Ariel Tweedo.
Come on up, Ariel. So, Ariel, I have to ask the question that I'm sure America wants to know the answer to. Have you still yet to be kissed? Well, you know the saying, John,
Right.
don't kiss and tell.
Never. I thought the question was, where's the pole? Oh, well. Ariel Tweedo, thanks so much for being here. You were a terrific contestant on Wipeout. There you have it, America, the 25 most memorable moments from an amazing first season here on Wipeout.
And a big thanks to Jill Wagner for being here today.
It was certainly my pleasure, and thanks to all of our former contestants and the great people here at Venice Beach for making the show such a blast.
And that is a season ender for us here on Wipeout, but we will be back next season with an all-new obstacle course, a whole new batch of characters, and of course, more ridiculous Wipeouts.
That's right. Now, John, I figured since we have all these fans here, they could help us sign off.
Sounds like a plan. Folks, are you ready?
For Jill Wagner and John Anderson, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls. Yeah!
I'm glad I ain't got to go through this.
Oh, this is a pretty fight.
Sorry, honey, it's my job.
Where's the pole?